Turkey's bold declaration that Crimea belongs to Ukraine has sent shockwaves through international politics. It has challenged Russia's annexation of the peninsula and sparked fierce debates over sovereignty and geopolitical power. By taking this firm stance, President Erdogan has realigned Turkey's foreign policy and intensified the already delicate balance of power in the Black Sea region. But does Turkey's new position signify a genuine commitment to Ukraine's territorial integrity, or is it a calculated move to assert dominance in a historically contested region? Most provocatively, could this pushback against Russia set the stage for broader NATO involvement in Crimea? These questions promise to fuel intense discussions as the global community grapples with the potential consequences of Turkey's unexpected intervention. Turkey's strategic shift. President Erdogan's recent declaration regarding Crimea represents a striking departure from Turkey's previous diplomatic approach, signaling a bold shift in its foreign policy. In an unambiguous statement, Erdogan reaffirmed Turkey's steadfast support for Ukraine's territorial integrity, sovereignty, and independence, emphasizing that this position remains unwavering. This marks a significant moment in Turkey's regional strategy and its relationship with Russia. Turkey's decision to abandon its historically neutral stance is especially remarkable given its deep economic ties with Russia. The country relies on Moscow for around 55% of its natural gas and 12% of its oil imports, making its pivot even more daring. Yet, Erdogan has insisted that Crimea's return to Ukraine is not merely a political choice but a requirement of international law. By taking such a definitive stance, Turkey has challenged the status quo in the Black Sea region and heightened tensions with its powerful neighbor. This shift also underscores Turkey's growing alignment with NATO. As a NATO member since 1952, Turkey has reaffirmed its commitment to the alliance's core principles through actions such as supporting Ukraine's sovereignty, condemning Russia's annexation of Crimea, advocating for the rights of Crimean tatars, and facilitating diplomatic efforts between the warring parties. These moves highlight Turkey's intent to reassert its influence within NATO and the broader geopolitical landscape, even at the risk of economic and political repercussions from Russia. Erdogan's pivot raises critical questions about Turkey's long-term strategy. Is this a calculated attempt to strengthen ties with Western allies, or does it reflect deeper ambitions to reshape the power dynamics in the Black Sea region? Either way, this bold stance has added a new dimension to the ongoing conflict, drawing international attention to Turkey's evolving role as both a regional power and a key NATO member. Internal factors have significantly influenced Turkey's diplomatic positioning. The Erdogan government faces multiple domestic challenges, including the presence of a significant Crimean Tatar population in Turkey, has emerged as a critical domestic political factor, with well-organized associations maintaining a strong influence on policy decisions. This demographic reality has pushed the government to take a firmer stance on Crimean issues, particularly regarding the rights of Crimean Tatars. The Turkish leadership's position is further complicated by economic pressures, while facing undisguised pressure from the United States regarding its economic ties with Moscow. Turkey has managed to maintain its diplomatic independence. This balancing act reflects Turkey's broader strategy of establishing itself as a regional decision-maker while attempting to restore relations with traditional EU allies. Turkey's evolving stance demonstrates a careful calibration between international obligations, regional aspirations, and domestic imperatives. The country's position as a mediator between Russia and Ukraine, while simultaneously providing military support to Kyiv, underscores its complex role in the ongoing conflict. Historical context of Crimea. The historical narrative of Crimea is deeply intertwined with centuries of Ottoman-Russian power struggles. The peninsula's strategic location has made it a focal point of regional conflicts and territorial ambitions. The Ottoman Empire dominated the Black Sea region for several centuries until Russia's southern expansion began under Peter I in the late 17th century. The Treaty of Kukuk-Kaynarka in 1774 marked a turning point, establishing an independent Crimean Tatar state and granting Russia access to key fortresses. Catherine II's annexation of Crimea in 1783 significantly altered the regional balance, extending Russian influence at Ottoman expense. The strategic importance of Crimea in the Black Sea region cannot be overstated, particularly due to its critical role in shaping regional military and economic dynamics. At the heart of this significance lies the naval base at Sevastopol, a vital asset for any power that seeks to exert influence over the Black Sea and beyond. The port's natural harbor infrastructure and warm water location make it an indispensable hub for naval operations, granting year-round access to crucial maritime routes. For Russia, Sevastopol serves as the headquarters for its Mediterranean Task Force, enabling the projection of naval power across the Mediterranean, the South Atlantic, and the Indian Oceans. In addition to its naval importance, Crimea bolsters regional defense capabilities. Advanced air defense systems stationed on the peninsula enhance Russia's ability to protect its forces and exert control over the surrounding airspace. These integrated defense systems not only provide a strategic advantage but also serve as a deterrent against potential adversaries in a region marked by increasing military tensions. Geographically, Crimea's location makes it a linchpin in controlling the Kerch Strait, a vital choke point that connects the Black Sea to the Sea of Azov. This narrow passageway is crucial for maritime trade and military logistics, granting significant leverage over regional shipping lanes and influencing the economic stability of surrounding nations. Historically, control of the Kerch Strait has shaped the power dynamics of the Black Sea, making it a contested and highly strategic waterway. Together, these factors underscore Crimea's immense value as a geopolitical asset. The peninsula's strategic position, military infrastructure, and influence over maritime trade routes make it a focal point of regional power struggles, driving the intense competition and conflict that continue to define the area. For any nation vying for dominance in the Black Sea region, Crimea is not just a prize, it is a cornerstone of broader strategic ambitions. The Crimean Tatars, the peninsula's indigenous people, maintained strong cultural and political ties with the Ottoman Empire. Under Ottoman sovereignty for 3 centuries, the Crimean Khanate served as a crucial ally, with the Khan appointed by Istanbul. This period saw deep linguistic and cultural bonds between Crimean and Anatolian Turks. The Russian annexation in 1783 initiated a tragic chapter for the Crimean Tatar population. Waves of forced migration saw hundreds of thousands of Tatars fleeing to Ottoman territories. The most devastating blow came in 1944 with the mass deportation to Central Asia, resulting in the loss of 46% of the Crimean Tatar population. Today, approximately 300,000 Tatars remain in Crimea, with another 100,000 in exile. Turkey maintains strong cultural connections with this community, reflecting historical ties that span centuries. The Turkish government has consistently supported Crimean Tatar rights and cultural preservation efforts, viewing this relationship as an essential element of its regional engagement. Erdogan's diplomatic gambit. In a significant diplomatic move, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan delivered a powerful message at the 4th Crimea Platform Leaders Summit, declaring that the return of Crimea to Ukraine is a requirement of international law. This statement represents a crucial development in Black Sea regional politics. The timing of President Erdogan's declaration on Crimea carries profound significance, reflecting the intricate balancing act that defines Turkey's current diplomatic strategy. For years, Turkey has navigated a delicate path, fostering pragmatic ties with Russia while simultaneously supporting Ukraine. This nuanced approach became particularly evident following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, during which Turkey supplied Kyiv with advanced military technology, including its highly effective Bayraktar armed drones, even as it maintained open channels of communication with Moscow. Erdogan's latest statement aligns seamlessly with Turkey's long-standing opposition to Russia's annexation of Crimea, a stance he publicly reaffirmed during a joint press conference with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in October 2020. This declaration also underscores Turkey's broader role as a pivotal mediator in the ongoing conflict. Over the past 2 years, Ankara has taken on a central role in several high-profile diplomatic initiatives. It hosted face-to-face negotiations between Russian and Ukrainian representatives during critical moments of the war, providing a rare forum for direct dialogue. Turkey also played a key role in brokering the Black Sea Grain Initiative, ensuring the safe export of Ukrainian agricultural products to global markets amid the war. Furthermore, its mediation efforts have extended to facilitating complex prisoner exchanges and arranging confidential meetings between intelligence chiefs from multiple nations, further solidifying its reputation as a crucial intermediary. The international response to Turkey's positioning has been one of scrutiny and cautious appreciation. As a NATO member since 1952, Turkey's ability to engage with both sides of the conflict has proven invaluable in de-escalating certain tensions and advancing humanitarian goals, such as the implementation of the 2022 grain deal and the orchestration of prisoner swaps. However, Erdogan's declaration on Crimea shifts the narrative, signaling a stronger alignment with NATO's collective stance and Ukraine's territorial integrity. This calculated timing raises important questions about Turkey's evolving strategy in the Black Sea region. Is Ankara seeking to bolster its influence within NATO by taking a harder line against Russia, or is it using this moment to assert itself as an indispensable power broker on the global stage? Whatever the underlying motives, Erdogan's statement has undoubtedly added a new layer of complexity to Turkey's diplomatic positioning, drawing international attention to its critical role in shaping the outcomes of the ongoing conflict. The Kremlin's reaction was swift and direct. Russian spokesman Dmitry Peskov stated that Moscow completely disagrees with Erdogan's position on Crimea's return to Ukrainian control. The Kremlin categorized the Crimea issue under the category of disagreements between us and our Turkish friends, while emphasizing their continued efforts to explain Russia's position to Turkey. Russia has suggested that Turkey faces pressure from the United States regarding its economic ties with Moscow, with Peskov noting undisguised pressure and intimidation attempts targeting the Turkish economy. Despite these tensions, the Kremlin has indicated that President Putin may still visit Turkey for talks with Erdogan once preparations are completed. The diplomatic exchange highlights Turkey's delicate balancing act between maintaining its strategic partnership with Ukraine and preserving crucial economic ties with Russia. This complex relationship has enabled Turkey to serve as a key mediator in the ongoing conflict, though maintaining this position becomes increasingly challenging as the war continues. Impact on Turkey-Russia relations. The complex relationship between Turkey and Russia faces new challenges following Turkey's stance on Crimea. While maintaining strategic cooperation in various sectors, both nations navigate an increasingly complicated diplomatic landscape. The economic relationship between Turkey and Russia remains a cornerstone of their bilateral ties, even as political tensions escalate over issues such as Crimea and the broader conflict in Ukraine. Despite diverging interests and occasional friction, the two nations have maintained a robust economic interdependence, particularly in the energy sector. Turkey has solidified its position as one of the world's largest consumers of Russian fossil fuels, underscoring the depth of their economic engagement. This interdependence was highlighted in November 2023, when Turkish imports of Russian crude oil surged to an unprecedented 400,000 barrels per day. Such figures reflect the importance of Russian energy supplies to Turkey's domestic economy, where oil and gas imports play a pivotal role in meeting industrial and consumer demand. These imports are not merely transactional but are tied to significant agreements and investments. For instance, Lukoil, one of Russia's largest oil companies, signed a landmark $1.5 billion supply agreement with Turkey's Star refinery, cementing the long-term nature of their partnership. The scale of energy trade extends beyond crude oil. In 2023, Turkey's imports of Russian diesel and other petroleum products tripled, signaling an increasing reliance on Russian energy exports. Natural gas also remains a critical component of their economic relationship. Turkey has emerged as Russia's third-largest gas market, trailing only Germany and Italy. This heavy dependence on Russian energy underscores the challenge Ankara faces as it seeks to balance its economic needs with its geopolitical ambitions, particularly in the context of its growing alignment with NATO and its vocal support for Ukraine's sovereignty. These economic ties illustrate a complex dynamic. While Turkey has taken bold political stances against Russia, including its opposition to the annexation of Crimea, its energy needs have fostered a parallel relationship of mutual dependence. This duality raises important questions about the durability of Turkey's economic strategy and the potential consequences of escalating tensions with Russia. Could Ankara's increasing political divergence from Moscow jeopardize these vital economic arrangements, or will both nations compartmentalize their differences to preserve their shared economic interests? The answers to these questions will significantly shape the trajectory of their bilateral relationship and the broader geopolitical landscape in the region. The energy relationship between Turkey and Russia represents a critical aspect of their bilateral ties. Russia currently supplies approximately 40% of Turkey's natural gas needs. The Turk Stream pipeline has become increasingly important as Russia's sole export route to the EU, with Turkey positioning itself as a crucial energy hub. The partnership extends beyond traditional energy sources to include nuclear cooperation. Russia's State Atomic Energy Corporation, Rosatom, is constructing Turkey's first nuclear power plant in Akakuyu. This project demonstrates the depth of energy cooperation while raising strategic concerns about Russia's control over critical infrastructure on NATO territory. The military relationship between Turkey and Russia is a multifaceted dynamic that intertwines elements of cooperation, competition, and strategic divergence. This intricate balance was epitomized by Turkey's controversial purchase of Russia's S-400 air defense system, a move that marked a significant milestone in their defense collaboration. However, the acquisition came at a steep cost: Turkey's expulsion from the F-35 fighter jet program, a decision that underscored the strain such a partnership placed on Turkey's relations with NATO allies. In recent years, the military alignment between Turkey and Russia has shown increasing signs of divergence, particularly as Ankara has shifted its focus towards supporting Ukraine in the face of Russian aggression. Turkey's military backing of Ukraine includes the supply of advanced Bayraktar drones, which have proven instrumental in countering Russian forces. Beyond direct military assistance, Turkey has imposed restrictions on Russian military activities, including limiting Russian military flights across its airspace and barring Russian warships from accessing the Black Sea via the strategically critical Turkish Straits under the Montreux Convention. These actions signal a growing willingness by Turkey to challenge Russia's military movements, particularly in the Black Sea region, where both nations have historically vied for influence. The hybrid nature of their relationship has often been described as cooperative rivalry or competitive cooperation, encapsulating the paradoxical blend of mutual interests and conflicting goals. While Turkey has maintained certain defense ties with Russia, it has simultaneously deepened its military collaboration with Ukraine. This includes agreements to co-produce drones and joint ventures in naval vessel construction, showcasing Turkey's commitment to bolstering Ukraine's defense capabilities. Such initiatives highlight Ankara's strategic pivot toward supporting a regional balance that counteracts Russian dominance. This evolving dynamic raises critical questions about the long-term trajectory of Turkey-Russia military relations. Will the remnants of their cooperation endure amid growing strategic divergences, or will Turkey's alignment with Ukraine and NATO allies irreparably strain its ties with Moscow? The answer lies in Ankara's ability to navigate this delicate balancing act, shaping not only its bilateral relations with Russia, but also its broader role as a key player in the region's security architecture. NATO's strategic advantage. NATO's strategic posture in the Black Sea region has been significantly bolstered in light of Turkey's firm stance on Crimea and the alliance's broader efforts to counter Russian aggression. Turkey's vocal support for Ukraine's territorial integrity and its critical geographic position as the gatekeeper of the Turkish Straits have reinforced NATO's influence in the region. These developments have catalyzed a more unified and robust NATO presence across its eastern flank, from the Baltic Sea to the Black Sea, with the deployment of 8 multinational battle groups serving as a visible deterrent to Russian military ambitions. The alliance's enhanced focus on collective defense has translated into unprecedented military mobilization and readiness. As part of its strategic response to escalating tensions, NATO has deployed approximately 40,000 troops under direct alliance command in Eastern Europe. These forces operate as a first line of defense and a signal of NATO's resolve to protect its member states and deter further Russian incursions. This deployment is backed by a broader framework of over 500,000 high-readiness troops, designed for rapid deployment to any conflict zone within the alliance's borders. In addition to ground forces, NATO has significantly upgraded its air and missile defense systems, aiming to counter threats from Russia's advanced weaponry. These enhancements include the integration of cutting-edge technologies and the strategic positioning of defense systems to shield member states from potential missile strikes. Such measures ensure that NATO maintains a technological and strategic edge, safeguarding its territories and reinforcing the security of its eastern flank. Beyond military initiatives, NATO's response has included a suite of severe sanctions aimed at degrading Russia's military capabilities. These sanctions target critical sectors of Russia's defense industry, limiting access to technology, equipment, and financial resources essential for sustaining its war efforts. By combining economic and military strategies, NATO has worked to weaken Russia's capacity to project power while simultaneously fortifying its member states. Turkey's role in this evolving dynamic has been pivotal. Its strategic location, combined with its decision to block Russian warships from passing through the Turkish Straits and its active support for Ukraine, has amplified NATO's operational reach in the Black Sea region. This synergy between Turkey's regional policies and NATO's broader objectives has solidified alliance unity, demonstrating a collective commitment to upholding the security and sovereignty of Eastern Europe in the face of Russian aggression. As NATO continues to adapt to the shifting geopolitical landscape, its strengthened presence in the Black Sea region underscores its resolve to deter threats and protect its member states. The strategic landscape in the Black Sea region has undergone substantial transformation. Turkey, as the most powerful NATO littoral state in the Black Sea, maintains close ties with both Ukraine and Russia while controlling access to the region through the straits. The formation of a mine countermeasures task force in 2024 involving Turkey, Romania, and Bulgaria demonstrates NATO's commitment to ensuring safe navigation amid rising security risks. Turkish naval capabilities have emerged as a crucial factor in regional power dynamics. Ukrainian forces, utilizing Turkish systems in some instances, have successfully neutralized between 20% and 30% of the Russian Black Sea fleet. This shift in naval balance has enhanced NATO's strategic position in the region. NATO has adopted a multifaceted strategy to bolster regional defense in response to growing security challenges, particularly in Eastern Europe and the Black Sea region. A cornerstone of this approach is the establishment of forward land forces, comprising multinational battle groups stationed strategically across member states along NATO's eastern flank. These battle groups are designed to act as a rapid response force, providing an immediate deterrent to potential threats and ensuring a robust allied presence in vulnerable regions. Their multinational composition underscores NATO's unity, as member states contribute troops and resources to strengthen collective security. In tandem with these deployments, NATO has prioritized the development and pre-positioning of critical equipment and weapon stockpiles in key areas. These stockpiles are strategically located to enable swift access during crises, ensuring that NATO forces are equipped to respond rapidly and effectively to emerging threats. This logistical foresight enhances operational readiness and minimizes delays in mobilizing resources during times of conflict or heightened tensions. Command and control structures have also undergone significant enhancements to ensure seamless coordination across NATO forces. The alliance has implemented cutting-edge technologies and streamlined communication protocols, enabling real-time decision-making and more effective operational management. These improvements have strengthened NATO's ability to synchronize complex multinational operations, reinforcing its capacity to respond decisively to threats in the region. To further solidify its defensive posture, NATO has developed upgraded regional defense plans tailored to address the specific challenges posed by adversaries in the Eastern European and Black Sea theaters. These plans integrate intelligence analysis, scenario-based planning, and advanced military strategies to address a range of potential threats. By aligning resources and capabilities with evolving security needs, NATO has created a more dynamic and responsive framework for regional defense. Turkey's defense industry output has nearly doubled since the 2008 Georgia War, positioning the country as the world's 11th largest arms exporter with 1% of global output. This growth has created new opportunities for defense cooperation between NATO allies and partner nations. The Turkish-Ukrainian defense partnership has proven particularly significant, with more than 30 joint defense projects developed within 5 years. These initiatives span various domains, including drones, motors, electronics, ground systems, and naval vessels, strengthening NATO's collective capabilities in the region. NATO's strategic advantage has been further bolstered by Turkey's unique position as both a NATO member and a regional power. The country's ability to maintain diplomatic channels while supporting Ukraine's defense capabilities has created what analysts term a stable strategic triangle in the region. This arrangement consists of Russia, Turkish-aligned non-NATO members, Ukraine, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, and NATO via its Black Sea littoral members. Ukraine's diplomatic victory. Diplomatic relations between Ukraine and Turkey have reached unprecedented levels, marked by extensive cooperation across multiple sectors. The strengthening partnership has yielded more than 30 joint defense projects within a 5-year timeframe, establishing a robust foundation for bilateral collaboration. Ukraine has made significant strides in rallying international support for its sovereignty and territorial integrity, with Turkey emerging as one of its most steadfast allies. Turkey's firm opposition to Russia's annexation of Crimea and its active participation in the Crimea Platform diplomatic initiative have underscored Ankara's commitment to Ukraine's cause. This support has gone far beyond rhetorical declarations, as Turkey has played a pivotal role in facilitating key initiatives, such as prisoner exchanges, implementing the Black Sea Grain Initiative, and modernizing Ukraine's naval capabilities. These efforts reflect Turkey's broader strategy to reinforce Ukraine's resilience in the face of ongoing aggression. The relationship between Ukraine and Turkey has grown into a comprehensive strategic partnership, with defense collaboration at its core. One of the most notable outcomes of this partnership is the joint production of Turkish Bayraktar T drones on Ukrainian soil, a landmark agreement that highlights the deepening ties between the two nations. Ukraine has also provided Turkey with access to its advanced aeronautical expertise, facilitating a mutually beneficial exchange of technologies. This synergy has yielded impressive achievements, including the construction of Ada-class corvettes for Ukraine's Navy, the development of cutting-edge unmanned aerial systems, and the integration of Ukrainian engines into Turkish drone platforms. These initiatives have been bolstered by the establishment of joint production facilities, further cementing the collaboration between the two nations. The potential for expanded military cooperation between Ukraine and Turkey is immense, offering new opportunities for technological advancement and regional security enhancement. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has emphasized the importance of these partnerships, noting that they bring not only advanced technologies but also create new jobs and strengthen Ukraine's defense capabilities. In the naval domain, the partnership has already borne fruit, with the construction of Ukraine's first modern corvette and the integration of advanced maritime technologies designed to bolster Black Sea security. Aerospace collaboration has also emerged as a key area of focus. The joint production of the advanced Akinci drones, powered by Ukrainian engines, and the development of the Kiziluma unmanned aircraft illustrate the innovative potential of this partnership. These projects involve a robust exchange of technologies and expertise, enhancing both nations' capabilities in aeronautical systems. The partnership has proven particularly effective in combat situations, as demonstrated by Ukraine's successful deployment of Turkish drones in October 2021. This operational success has led to expanded cooperation, with plans for increased production capabilities within Ukraine's territory. Turkey's support extends beyond military hardware to include comprehensive training programs. Since 2016, Turkish military experts have conducted assessment programs involving staff officers, special forces, and naval personnel. This multifaceted approach has strengthened Ukraine's defense capabilities while fostering deeper institutional ties between the two nations. The relationship continues to evolve, with both countries discovering shared geopolitical interests, particularly in Black Sea security following Russia's actions in Crimea. This alignment of strategic objectives has created what analysts describe as a true source of synergy in defense technology cooperation, positioning both nations to play crucial roles in shaping regional security architecture. Regional security implications. The security landscape of the Black Sea region has undergone a fundamental transformation since Russia invaded Ukraine. Recent developments have reshaped power dynamics and altered long-standing security arrangements between regional actors. The naval dynamics in the Black Sea have undergone a significant transformation, undermining Russia's once dominant position. Russia's Black Sea fleet has endured considerable setbacks, including the destruction of its flagship cruiser Moskva, multiple amphibious assault vessels, and a modern Kilo-class submarine. These losses have eroded Moscow's maritime capabilities and led to a notable loss of sea control in the western Black Sea. The weakened fleet has created opportunities for regional powers and NATO allies to strengthen their maritime security roles and challenge Russian dominance. This shift has been accompanied by critical developments in regional security. Turkey, Romania, and Bulgaria have collaborated to establish a mine countermeasures task force, enhancing their ability to address the growing threat of naval mines and ensure safer navigation in the region. Concurrently, Russia has been forced to retreat from strategic positions in the western Black Sea, ceding a degree of operational control to its adversaries. Turkey, as a key regional actor, has bolstered its naval presence within its territorial waters, further asserting its influence in maintaining maritime security. Ukraine, too, has fortified its coastal defenses, utilizing advanced weaponry and strategies to safeguard its shores against Russian aggression. The repercussions of these developments extend beyond the Black Sea and into the Mediterranean, where Turkey's strategic position has gained heightened importance. Controlling the Bosporus and Dardanelles Straits, Turkey wields significant influence over the sole maritime connection between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean. Through its enforcement of the Montreux Convention, Ankara has effectively blocked Russia from reinforcing its Black Sea fleet with warships from other regions, limiting Moscow's ability to project power and replenish its naval resources. This evolving maritime landscape underscores Turkey's role as a pivotal security provider in the region. Its leadership in maritime security has been bolstered by enhanced cooperation between NATO's Black Sea and Mediterranean forces, fostering a cohesive approach to regional defense. Increased maritime surveillance and monitoring activities have further strengthened situational awareness and response capabilities, while new security frameworks involving regional stakeholders are being developed to address shared challenges. These strategic shifts in the Black Sea and the Mediterranean reflect a broader rebalancing of power, with Turkey and its NATO allies stepping into more assertive roles to counter Russian aggression. The combined efforts of regional actors have not only disrupted Russia's maritime ambitions but have also laid the groundwork for a more resilient and secure maritime environment in this strategically vital area. The deteriorating relationship between NATO and Russia has reached a critical point. NATO has identified Russia as the most significant and direct threat to allies' security, leading to enhanced defensive measures across the alliance's eastern flank. The deployment of over 40,000 troops under direct NATO command in the eastern part of the alliance demonstrates the escalating tensions. Turkey's role has grown increasingly critical in addressing these tensions. As a NATO member and a Black Sea power, Turkey upholds what experts describe as a stable strategic triangle, balancing Russian containment, support for non-NATO partners such as Ukraine, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, and coordination with NATO through Black Sea littoral states. The security architecture has evolved to address new challenges, with NATO strengthening its presence through 8 multinational battle groups from the Baltic to the Black Sea. This enhanced military presence, combined with Turkey's control of strategic waterways, has created what security experts describe as a basin of peace approach. The Russian military's reduced effectiveness in the Black Sea has reached what Turkish security analysts consider a tolerable level. This development has decreased the immediate need for direct NATO maritime presence, though US and British air control over the western Black Sea continues to support Turkish primacy in regional security operations. These developments have led to a reconfiguration of regional security arrangements, with Turkey emerging as a crucial stabilizing force. The country's ability to maintain diplomatic channels while supporting Ukraine's defense capabilities has created a unique security framework that balances regional interests with international obligations. Future of Turkish foreign policy. The transformation of Turkey's foreign policy landscape reflects a strategic recalibration of its international relationships and regional ambitions. As a pivotal NATO member controlling access to the Black Sea, Turkey's diplomatic positioning has evolved significantly in response to changing geopolitical dynamics. Turkey's relationship with Western allies appears to be gradually realigning, marked by consistent support for NATO's deterrence and defense measures against Russia's aggressive actions since 2014. This commitment is evident in Turkey's endorsement of key decisions at the Madrid summit, reflecting its dedication to collective security. However, this realignment faces challenges including economic ties with Russia, tensions with EU members, complex regional security dynamics, and dependencies in the energy sector. Despite these obstacles, Turkey has showcased its strategic importance through control of vital maritime passages, advancements in military capabilities, regional diplomatic influence, and progress in its defense industry. Turkey's defense industry has emerged as a cornerstone of its regional leadership aspirations. The country's arms exports have positioned it as the world's 11th largest arms exporter, commanding 1.1% of global output. This growth has reduced Turkey's reliance on foreign military equipment while expanding its influence through defense partnerships. Turkey's regional leadership is evident through its active role in strengthening Black Sea security arrangements, fostering bilateral defense partnerships, advancing diplomatic negotiations, and promoting regional infrastructure development. Turkey's defense cooperation with Ukraine exemplifies its growing regional influence, with more than 30 joint defense projects developed within 5 years. These collaborations span various domains, including unmanned systems, naval vessels, and aerospace technology. Turkey's strategic positioning reveals a nuanced grasp of regional power dynamics, characterized by what analysts describe as cooperative rivalry or competitive cooperation with Russia. This approach balances maintaining economic ties with pursuing independent strategic goals. Economically, Turkey serves as a critical energy hub for Russian exports, relies on Russian financial backing for major infrastructure projects, sustains bilateral trade despite international sanctions, and collaborates on nuclear power development. In regional security, Turkey's strategy is carefully calibrated. While supporting Ukraine's territorial integrity, it upholds a stable strategic triangle identified by experts, which includes containing Russian influence, assisting non-NATO partners, and coordinating efforts with NATO allies. Turkey's future foreign policy trajectory suggests a continued emphasis on strategic autonomy. The country has demonstrated its ability to gain significant leverage vis-a-vis all parties, including Washington and Moscow, through its pragmatic and self-interested posture amid Russia's war against Ukraine. The evolution of Turkey's regional role has been marked by its ability to maintain multiple strategic partnerships simultaneously. This approach has enabled Turkey to emerge as a crucial mediator in regional conflicts while advancing its own security and economic interests. Looking ahead, Turkey's foreign policy will likely continue to reflect what analysts describe as a hedging mode, seeking financial, economic, and political benefits through flexible international engagement. This approach allows Turkey to maintain its strategic independence while pursuing regional leadership ambitions. Turkey's success in balancing competing interests while pursuing its regional agenda will largely hinge on its ability to address key factors such as maintaining economic stability and growth, advancing its defense industry, fostering strong diplomatic relationships, and shaping an effective regional security architecture. Turkey's position as a bridge between Europe and Asia continues to shape its strategic outlook. The country's role in developing the Middle Corridor Initiative and its efforts to establish alternative energy routes demonstrate its commitment to leveraging its geographical position for strategic advantage. Turkey's declaration about Crimea's rightful return to Ukraine marks a watershed moment in Black Sea regional politics. This bold diplomatic position, coupled with Turkey's military support for Ukraine, has reshaped power dynamics across the region. Russian naval capabilities face unprecedented challenges, while NATO's strategic position strengthens through enhanced defense cooperation and unified response measures. Turkish-Ukrainian partnerships continue to expand, particularly in defense technology and military modernization. These developments signal Turkey's emergence as a decisive regional power, balancing its NATO commitments with independent strategic objectives. The country's control of vital maritime passages and growing defense industry capabilities reinforce its crucial role in regional security architecture. Regional stability now depends significantly on Turkey's ability to maintain its diplomatic influence while managing complex relationships with both Russia and Western allies. Turkish support for Ukraine's territorial integrity, combined with its strategic control of the Black Sea access points, positions the country as an essential player in determining the region's future security framework. This strategic realignment demonstrates the changing nature of power relations in the Black Sea region, where Turkey's balanced approach creates new opportunities for regional cooperation and security arrangements. The implications of these developments extend beyond immediate regional concerns, affecting broader European security and international maritime order. Do you think Turkey will become a country on par with the US, Russia, China, or other superpowers in the future? Please share your views about this country in the comments section. Thank you for watching the video. We look forward to receiving your comments. See you in the next videos.